We wanted to have a big world for Watch Dogs, and it is. I mean, you can drive a very fast vehicle and cross the city, and we wanted to keep all the details and all the density of the city as you crossed it, and at 200 miles an hour. But more importantly, we wanted to have a deep city. We wanted depth. We wanted a lot of density. If you go in any street corner in Chicago or in a major city, there's a lot of things happening around you, and we want to preserve all of that within Watch Dogs. Make sure that the city reacts to everything you're doing, and that we preserve that detail that is so unique to a modern city in North America. So at the heart, it's the same game's vision, right? We're starting from a vision, and then Disrupt is a very scalable technology, very scalable game engine. So what we're doing is we're preserving the game experience, but if you play Watch Dogs on the PlayStation 4, we want to make sure that we use all of the console's capability. So all the game spiller we're able to make longer and stronger. All of the details in the game we're able to push forward. We're gonna have more details, more immersion. We're able to increase connectivity, increase the density of things. So it's the same game experience, but basically magnified on the PlayStation 4.
It's not just the capacity of new machinery, it's also the capacity of players to create, to interact, to socialize. So when we started to talk about Watch Dogs to Sony, they got it immediately. It is the players and their behavior that will actually bring what next gen actually means. We're starting to make a machine that has to acknowledge how our society works, how our people interact with each other, how they play with each other.
One of the things that we realized when we look at the PlayStation 4 is I think a lot of the things driving decisions for Sony were in line with some of the decisions that we were taking on Watch Dogs. I mean, Watch Dogs, one of our core pillars is connectivity. The first layer of it is the main character can connect to his whole environment. He can control the city, hack into any computer. But the game itself, we're applying it to the game. So the game is connected in many ways. So we want the player to be able to connect to Watch Dogs even through his mobile, be able to play directly with people who are on their console, who are on their PlayStation 4, even if he's on the bus. Basically being able to be attached to our game world, even when he steps out of the living room.
We are definitely in Watch Dogs exploring very new way of expressing what online could be, what it means to be connected, especially in a game where connectivity is at the heart of it.
We want the player to be surprised when he meets other players. We want him to be able to go from single player to multiplayer without having to go through a lobby, to menus, to various game settings. We want things to be natural and want him to go to breach the wall between single player and multiplayer if you want. I like to say that the best moments in Watch Dogs, the player is going to create them, and those are the moments we want him to go, when he goes to the office or at school the day afterwards. We want him to, talk about it with his friends, right? Well, now if we're able to share a clip of that, it's even more concrete. It's your clip. You created that wow moment, and you can share a video of it.
I feel like games are there to enable people to create, to think, to wonder. It's a lot more than just pressing buttons. Like, people need to never forget that when the player plays a game, his brain is extremely active, and he should be creating and filling the gaps as he plays. And I think that new machines like the PS4, their job is always to recognize that and give more power for a reason, like just provide more possibilities so that we can constantly grow that form of entertainment and make it better.